thank you for coming. Good afternoon. My name is Trooper Brent Miller. That's B-R-E-N-T, last name M-I-L-L-E-R, and I'm the Troop H Public Information Officer for the Pennsylvania State Police. Updating you today on the I-81 homicide, and we released the victim's vehicle picture today as well, photo courtesy PSP Harrisburg. The State Police in Harrisburg continue to investigate a homicide that took the life of 46-year-old Tyrone M of Roselle Park, New Jersey, Monday evening on Interstate 81 North at mile marker 75.4 in West Hanover Township, Dauphin County, Pennsylvania. A trooper discovered a 2004 black GMC Yukon pulled off the side of the interstate with its lights and hazard lights activated with a flat rear tire at approximately 11:13 p.m. Monday night. Upon further investigation, the trooper found Shaw lying between the guide rail and his vehicle, deceased with a single gunshot wound to the head. The state police continue to seek the public's assistance with this investigation. Anyone with information about the victim, or if they saw the victim's vehicle, is asked to contact the Pennsylvania State Police in Harrisburg at 717-671-7500. A cash reward is still available through Crime Stoppers. Troopers are also still looking for any commercial vehicle recording equipment that consists of a dash cam or mobile video recording footage, otherwise known as MVR, of the location of the scene. The footage may have captured critical information that may help solve the investigation, specifically on Monday, February 4th, 2019, between 6 p.m. and 11:15 p.m. The Troop H Major Case Team continues to investigate, along with the Dauphin County District Attorney's Office and the Dauphin County Coroner's Office. I'll try to answer some questions for you.
One right for you over here, Trooper Miller. So between 6 p.m. and 11:15 p.m., this vehicle along with this body was just along the side of the road possibly. Is there a specific reason why it wasn't discovered closer? I mean, that's a substantial amount of time for a vehicle to be there when the flash was on that side of the road.
We haven't discovered an exact time that the vehicle was there yet. We backed it up a half hour. I believe it was 6:30 yesterday. Now we backed it up about 6 o'clock due to tips that have come in. We still have not set an exact timeline on when that vehicle was there. Furthermore, we released the picture of the vehicle because it has a very distinct bumper on the back end of it that people will notice. Also, it's black in color, it had tinted windows, and it had New Jersey plates. So if anybody saw that vehicle on the interstates, it could be Interstate 81, it could be Interstate 83. We are unsure of the direction of travel, we just know where we discovered the vehicle.
What about police in Harrisburg now? Originally, this was just a state police investigation through Troop H, and now it's expanded to state police in Harrisburg. Is there a lead in that area, or is there a specific reason why you guys have now reached out to police in Harrisburg to continue the investigation?
The state police in Harrisburg is actually our station. We're Troop H. Troop H encompasses 5 counties, and the stations of Newport, Harrisburg, Likens, Carlisle, Chambersburg, and Gettysburg as well. So this is in the Troop H Harrisburg jurisdiction, so that's why Troop H Harrisburg is handling the investigation. There hasn't been a change in that, just that we're titling it now just the Harrisburg homicide, just for our partners with the media and other states.
Is law enforcement in Shaw's native state of New Jersey also assisting with the investigation as well?
Yes, Roselle Park Police Department assisted yesterday. There were troopers actually at his residence gathering information.
Any indication on whether this attack was targeted?
At this time, we're still looking into it. We know it was an isolated incident involving our victim, and the investigation continues.
Can you talk about how you determined it was isolated? Because I know originally it came out as a road rage incident. Like, how did that change?
The road rage incident changed yesterday when we developed tips and information that led to a time frame earlier than what those road rage pictures were from. Although that road rage incident did take place that did not have to do with our victim and his vehicle. So that's a separate incident. We established that the victim vehicle was earlier than those pictures that we released. And that came through the public's assistance and our investigators combing through hours of video.
Through interviews and working with Roselle Park Police, have you guys been able to determine where Shaw was headed or where he was coming from and maybe who he was last in contact with?
Those are answers we are still seeking. Those are questions we're still seeking answers to. And that's why we need the public's assistance, that if they know of him or know of his vehicle, to please contact the state police in Harrisburg at 717-671-7500. We still have plenty of questions to answer, and those are some of the things we're looking into.
A follow-up question to that, was his door left ajar, and do you guys know what type of weapon was used and where, any inkling of where that might be, or is that with the person who pulled the trigger?
Due to the active investigation, we can't get into specific details. We do know that the passenger side door of the vehicle was open, and his body was lying between the guide rail and his vehicle.
How helpful since last night what kind of tips have you received since, you know, trying to get the dash cam footage of commercial vehicles who might have been in the area at the time?
We haven't had the tip that has broken open the case yet, so that's why we're still pushing for the public's assistance. We're still looking for trucking companies to go through their GPS. We have the GPS coordinates listed on the press release. Please disseminate that information so they can go through their tools that they have to see what trucks came through the area to look at the video.
Was there anything found on Shaw that would hint that he was doing something he shouldn't have been?
Due to the active investigation, we can't get into exact details of what was in him or the vehicle. As soon as we're able to release more information, we will. At this time, we're still seeking the public's assistance.
You said the passenger side door was open.
That's correct.
Was this Shaw's vehicle, or was he a passenger in the vehicle?
We're not exactly sure on some of those questions. We're still looking into it. We do know that we're almost 100% sure he was the driver of that vehicle.
Quick question over here, Trooper Miller. This is regarding the fact that this was believed to be a road rage incident. It was confirmed that a road rage incident did occur earlier that evening. We've also been told that someone was following Shaw before they got shot. Is there an indication that this may have been something that was, again, targeted through some kind of chase that happened on the road?
I want to be very clear that the road rage incident did not include our victim and the victim's vehicle. That was a separate incident that didn't have anything to do with Mr. Shaw. With the victim information we have discovered in the investigation, we have discovered that it was an isolated incident with him, and that's why the public wasn't aware.
So he was not being chased at all by another vehicle?
We do not know that for sure. We're still looking into it. Where the incident occurred, where the vehicle ended up, there are no cameras there. So that's why we're asking for the public's assistance. Please take a look at the vehicle. It's very distinct. It's very distinct bumper on the back end of it. And if you saw that traveling either Interstate 81 or Interstate 83 or anywhere in the state of Pennsylvania, please contact the state police in Harrisburg.
Just want to be clear. What's the biggest news that's new right now? Just the picture that you released today?
Yeah, right now we're releasing the picture of the victim's vehicle.
Okay, we're raising the need for further help from the public.
That's correct, and we are now funneling all the tips to the state police in Harrisburg now. 717-671-7500. That's so our investigators can go through every single tip, and it's not. However, if a tip does lead to an arrest, cash reward is still available through Crime Stoppers. But we would like all the tips that come into our station.
Trooper Miller, my last question, I promise. From your best knowledge or from your recollection, have you guys ever had to go through this kind of process before and put out a plea to commercial vehicles? Hey, check your dash cam footage. Like, was that ever something that happened here before?
This is something new to us. However, technology has come a long way, and we have discovered tools that are in other vehicles that even though we don't have an actual camera on the scene, we could have a camera that captured footage of possibly multiple things that could have occurred at that scene. So that's why we're reaching out to the trucking companies.
Thank you.
Anything else?